Paris is the city of light, the city of love, and one of the world's absolute dream destinations. All that glamour doesn't come cheap. This year, Paris was ranked the second most expensive city in the world. And as someone who has lived in Paris, I can confirm, from accommodation to food to transportation, everything here tends to be very expensive. However, if you know where to go and where to look, your money can go a long way in the city. And this is why today we have $100 and we'll see how far it can take us in Paris. Joining me for this challenge today is my good friend Claudia from Mexico.
Bonjour.
For this video, we've partnered up with Wise, an amazing international payment and money transfer service. If you use my link in the description below, you'll pay 0 fees on your first international transfer with Wise. We'll be using a Wise international debit card throughout the video. And we start our challenge here today at the Rue de l'Abreuvoir, frequently called the prettiest street in all of Paris. And first order of the day is of course to get a coffee and something to eat at a local boulangerie. Okay, merci. We just came out of the local boulangerie Les Deux Frères and I got a café crème here, which is coffee with milk.
And of course we also have to try the French classic, the croissant and the pain au chocolat.
And the price was really affordable. For the pain au chocolat and croissant and the coffee was €5.10. Pretty good start to our challenge. Yeah, delicious.
Good.
And I get the croissant. Yeah, super flaky, buttery, and it's a perfect croissant. Really, really good. Before coming to Paris, I set up a balance in euros in the Wise app, so I'll be paying like a local throughout my entire time in France.
Wise lets you hold up to 40 different currencies in one account.
And it lets you convert between the currencies with the real exchange rate and at very low fees. After a short walk, we got to one of the main attractions of the Montmartre neighborhood. We arrived on the Place du Tertre, which is the central square of Montmartre. The Montmartre neighborhood was really famous in the past because many famous artists used to live here, like Picasso or Salvador Dali. Also Van Gogh lived here for a while, and today it's still a very nice square with lots of restaurants.
And today you can still get your portrait or your silhouette taken by a painter here on this square.
And if you're here in Montmartre, close to Sacré-Cœur, this is the best spot.
To see the Eiffel Tower.
Right there behind us. It's a bit far away, but you can still see it through the fence. And now we're at the main attraction of Montmartre. This is Sacré-Cœur, and the best part about Sacré-Cœur are of course the stairs right in front. They give you an amazing view of the skyline of Paris. Designed by the architect Paul Abadie in the late 19th century, the Sacré-Cœur Basilica is known for its ornate Romano-Byzantine style architecture and its religious significance. A prayer cycle for Jesus Christ begun in 1885 still continues uninterrupted inside the church to this day. And since this is a church, it's of course completely free to go inside, and it's a really great activity here in Montmartre.
It's also incredibly beautiful inside.
We descended from the hill of Montmartre through the small Square Louise Michel Park, and after a few minutes of walking, we arrived at a very special supermarket. We are now in front of the Aldi supermarket chain. Aldi is originally from Germany, but it's famous for having amazingly cheap prices, and I think it should be the perfect place to stock up for our picnic.
Baguette for 39 cents.
And I'm gonna get this topping here. This is tapenade. It's a traditional French topping for bread. It's made from olives. It only costs €1.49 here. Chicken breast for €1.59. We're also gonna get some cheese, and the most famous one is probably the camembert. And here it only costs €1.79.
And also, we need to stock up on some water for 35 cents.
And one of the most important things in France, of course, red wine. This is at Bordeaux and it costs €1.99. That's just incredibly cheap. It's under $3 for a bottle of wine. Incredible. Of course, I paid with my Wise card. Using the Wise card instead of your regular bank card can save you up to 87% when spending internationally. We just got out of the Aldi supermarket and everything combined only cost us €11.39. I think that's been an amazing shopping experience. So let's go to the park and have a little picnic. Of course, it's also good to have some cash at hand when you're traveling. That's why I'm going to use the Wise debit card now to withdraw some money from this ATM. Okay, merci beaucoup. We get our metro tickets now. This one is called Navigo Easy. It's this card that you can recharge. It costs €2 just to get the card, and then for day pass it's €8.65, so a total of €10.65. And this is of course really convenient because we're going to go around Paris a lot today, and I think this is going to be a great deal. We took the metro and walked for a bit to get to one of the most beautiful parks in all of Paris. We are in the Jardin du Luxembourg now, and we had to look a little bit for a spot where we can put down our blanket, and we found it right here where the trees that are kind of like cut like cubes are. So we gotta start with the wine. Cheers! We don't have cups, so we just gotta share the bottle. Bordeaux. Not bad.
Not bad wine for €2.
That's really good. We prepared ourselves some baguettes with different toppings. This one here is camembert. It looks really, really good. Let me try it. That's kind of an older camembert and has so much flavor. Wow.
Here we have a baguette with blue cheese as well. Give it a try. Really good.
It's just amazing for the price. This kind of quality, it's incredible. We left the park, and after a short metro ride, we arrived at our next destination. Now we're at the Petit Palais, which is one of the 14 free city museums of Paris. It was built for the 1900 World's Fair and has an impressive collection of French painting and sculpture from the 19th century.
It houses artists such as Rembrandt, Delacroix, Monet.
And we're really excited to visit it now. We started our visit to the Petit Palais on the first floor and saw many objects from ancient Greece, as well as medieval religious icons. Then we discovered several paintings by Rubens and Rembrandt, a huge four-part painting by Vuillard, and several statues including Carpeau's Hugolin. Highlights on the second floor included Monet's Sunset on the Seine, Courbet's The Sleepers, Clarence's Portrait of Sarah Bernard, and a light-filled gallery with marvelous marble statues. You can find more information about the Petit Palais and all the other things that I mentioned in this video in my free Paris travel cheat sheet on maxnomad.io/$100 Paris. We just got out of the museum and I must say this one was really worth it, Le Petit Palais.
I really like that there are many different time periods and the layout of all the paintings is just beautiful, the way the light shone through.
We took the metro again to get to our accommodation. So this is what €29.50 gets you in Paris. It's a bed in a 10-bed dorm room here at the St. Christopher's Hostel. As you can see, this is my bed, this is Claudia's bed, and yeah, let me give you a little room tour. Right, so I chose the upper bunk. Personally, I always prefer the upper bunk. And yeah, this is what you have. Basically a bed. then there's like outlets here to charge your phone and so on. And what's kind of nice for privacy, you have a curtain that you can close. So this is really nice, especially when it gets noisy at night, people coming home. That helps a lot. So pretty good. It looks clean, so pretty solid hostel, I think. As you can see, the room is pretty spacious. It's the 10-bed dorm, so there's quite a few beds. And they have deals at their bar downstairs in the Belushis. €5 for a pint of house beer. That sounds pretty good. So of course I decided to take that offer of the €5 house beer. This is a Heineken Silver. Cheers! Yeah, it's quite nice, refreshing. Alright, so I just finished checking my emails. This whole situation reminds me a lot of my trip around the world in 2019 when I was working remotely. Wise was a great help back then because I used to pay my virtual assistant in the Philippines in Filipino pesos, but I was using PayPal back then, and a big amount of the money I sent him was eaten up by PayPal's markup conversion rate and by the high fees they had. With Wise, a lot more of the money that I sent to my assistant actually reached him. I can highly recommend Wise for sending money abroad. We left the hostel and took the metro to get to one of Paris's main attractions. And we made it. This is the most famous art museum in the world. It's the Louvre. Usually a ticket to the Louvre costs €22, but on the first Friday of every month after 6 p.m. you can get in completely for free. Also, you get in for free if you're under 18 or if you're under 26 and a citizen of the European Union. So, let's take advantage of the free entry and go check it out. The Louvre Palace was the residence of the French kings before it was turned into a museum in 1793 during the French Revolution. Today, it displays more than 35,000 artworks across 9 departments, from paintings and sculptures to decorative arts and antiquities. So now we're standing in the line. It's probably gonna take like half an hour or so, not too bad. And we made it inside after about 45 minutes of wait time. Wow, it looks gorgeous. On our quick tour of the Louvre, we saw beautiful Greek and Roman statues, the famous victory of Samothrace, several incredible Renaissance frescoes and paintings, and of course, the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, the most famous painting in the world, whose global fame started when she was stolen from the Louvre and then rediscovered in Italy at the beginning of the 20th century. We left the Louvre and crossed the super picturesque Pont des Arts to get to a very special French institution. Now we're in front of the Institut de France, which is the seat of the Académie Française, a French academy that's tasked with defending and purifying the French language from foreign influence, especially from the English influence. They even invent their own French versions of popular English words. So for example, ordinateur,
For computer.
portable,
For cell phone.
and baladeur.
For walker.
So that's why you see so few English words in the French language. After a beautiful walk along the Seine, during which we passed the Pont Neuf and the Place Saint-Michel, we arrived at the most important church of all of Paris. Renowned for its ribbed vaults, colorful rose windows, and the naturalism of its sculptures, Notre-Dame has been a central figure in French culture and politics for centuries. It inspired Victor Hugo's The Hunchback of Notre-Dame and witnessed the coronation of Napoleon as emperor. Heavily damaged by a fire in 2019, the cathedral is currently under restoration, aiming to reopen towards the end of 2024. We crossed the Petit Pont in front of Notre-Dame to get to the bustling Quartier Latin. After wandering around for a bit, we decided to have dinner at the excellently rated Symposium restaurant, which offers two great value fixed price menus for 18 and 28 euros. And the first course arrived. I chose escargot, so the super classic French dish. It's 6 snails. They come with a garlic parsley sauce. Let me see if I can get the first one. Oh, I got it! That was a bit of a fight. Okay, so here's the snail. It tastes really good, mostly like parsley and garlic. Since Claudia picked the more expensive 28 euros option, she could even choose fresh oysters for her starter. And the main course arrived. This is beef with a pepper sauce and French fries, very popular dish in France. Yeah, it looks very good with the sauce. I love the slightly spicy flavor from the pepper that has like this creamy, rich sauce. And then of course here there's the crunchy French fries. Oh, perfect. Claudia's main course was Maigret style duck breast. And the dessert arrived. This is crème caramel. So it's kind of like a little cream with caramel sauce. Let me try it. Yeah, very good. With a strong caramel flavor, a little bit of a creamy taste, and as you can see, it's kind of firm. It's really, really good.
With my deluxe 28 euro menu, I ordered a creme brulee, so let's give it a try. It's very fun to break through the first layer of the flame sugar, and it's very delicious.
We took the metro again to get to the most iconic landmark of Paris. And of course, it's also free to watch the most important side of all of Paris.
The Eiffel Tower, and hopefully we'll see it sparkle out 11.
It's a bit of a New Year's Eve atmosphere here. Standing at more than 300 meters high, the Eiffel Tower was first completed in 1889 for the World's Fair. Visitors can ascend via elevator or stairs to enjoy unparalleled views of the city from its 3 observation decks. Initially intended as a temporary structure, the tower quickly became a beloved symbol of Paris and France and is now the most visited monument with an entrance fee in the world. We took the metro to get back to the St. Christopher's Hostel. And then it was time to get ready for bed. And that's what the bathroom looks like. So as you can see, shared bathroom. Here's the shower and the toilets. It is pretty good all in all. Pretty clean, everything you need. So, good night guys, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Alright.
Good morning.
Good morning. Alright, so that was a pretty good night at the hostel. And now we're getting ready to head out again.
Ready to check out.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, that's the photo. Perfect.
Great, thank you so much. For today, we're gonna just put one trip on the card. The way it works is you put it here, and then you click Validate. I'm going to put it to English, and then reload Navigo Pass, because that's a little Navigo Pass right there. Single journey ticket, and you see it costs €2.15. You press Validate, and you have to put the payment card. Of course, we're going to use the Wise card. Put it in. Take this picture.
and then it's recharged and we can use it. So we have one trip on it now. I think it should be enough for today. And of course, don't forget the card.
After a metro ride and a bit of a walk, we arrived at our breakfast spot for the day.
We're starting our day now here at the Marché, one of the biggest open-air markets in Paris, and there's really so much to see, so many fruit stands, vegetables, it all looks really delicious.
They even offer free samples so you can try it before you buy.
Wow. Delicious. This one?
One that is a little ripe.
Yeah, but this one? Okay.
70 centimes. Voilà. Journée.
Great thing in the market, of course, if you just buy one fruit, this was 70 cents, so that's definitely within budget. Let me try it. Delicious. Really good pear.
Mange un peu. Allez, caméra, c'est là. Vidéo.
Merci. Bonne journée. Au revoir. Now we also got some blueberries, and I think they were doing like a special promotion because they're closing the market now. So we got 2 little blueberry baskets now for €2. Quite nice. They're good. Really good. Really sweet.
After a 20-minute walk, we arrived at our first sightseeing stop for the day. So now we'll visit another one of the 14 free museums of the city of Paris. This one is the Musée Carnavalet, Histoire de Paris, so it's a museum about the history of Paris.
It's housed in 2 historic mansions, and it starts from prehistory to modern day.
The Musée du Carnavalet welcomed us with a beautiful collection of antique Parisian shop signs. We descended to the basement to explore Paris's history from prehistoric times until the 16th century. Next, we took the stairs up to the 2nd floor, which mostly covers the time period from the 17th until the 19th century and features many artfully recreated historical rooms. The exhibition on the 3rd floor puts a special emphasis on the French Revolution and showcases many iconic paintings and historical objects from this tumultuous era. We left the museum, and after a short walk through the beautiful Marais neighborhood, we arrived at a great spot for lunch in Paris. I paid with my Wise card to get a ticket for the food I wanted.
Big sauce? Yeah. Spicy? Spicy, yeah. So now we're at the Las du Fallafel, a very famous falafel place here in the Marais area, and I got the 6 falafel bowls for only €6 to stay within budget. They look absolutely delicious. They even gave me like a bit of the white sauce with the spicy powder on top. I think it's gonna be so good. Let me try it. Really good, really fresh falafel. And the sauce really adds some spice to it. Nice. So I think we're gonna go to a park and eat everything there. I took my little bag full of falafel balls to a nearby park, which is called Square Georges Quint. And Claudia also got some things from the Las du Falafel.
I got a sweet potato and hummus.
And it also looks really, really good. You want to try the hummus?
Yes, of course. Really creamy, really rich in flavor.
And while we're still here in this nice park, maybe you could also tell us a little bit about your experience with Wise, because I know you've been using it for quite a while now, right?
Yes, I've been using Wix for about a year and a half, and I initially was just using it to receive my income. I am a freelancer, so I get paid in US dollars, but when I found out that I can actually have a Wise card that I can use anywhere in the world, and also just go contactless, withdraw from any ATM in the currency that I will need with the best conversion rate, I've been using it pretty much every day.
So now I have about €1.50 left for the $100 challenge, and I think I'm gonna get an ice cream since this is a really nice sunny day in Paris today. We found the ice cream aisle now here in the supermarket. Unfortunately, there's really no ice cream for €1.50 or close. So I'm gonna get the best one that I can find, and that's the Twix ice cream for €3.58, which takes us slightly over budget, and we're gonna end the challenge with this hopefully tasty Twix ice cream. And for a final little picnic, we're here now on the Place des Vosges.
It is the oldest planned square in Paris.
And it's still one of the prettiest with all these beautiful old brick facade houses around it. It's just so gorgeous. So let's try the Twix that we just got at the supermarket. Want one?
Sure.
We have a lot actually.
6.
It's a big pack.
Oh, it looks like a regular Twix, just bigger.
Also tastes like Twix in ice cream form. It has a little chocolate balls inside. Slightly melted already.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this $100 challenge here in Paris. If you have any other recommendations for cheap things to do in the city, please make sure to leave them in the comments below. If you're also interested in other activities in Paris, then check out my top 35 things to do in Paris video right here. Until next time, I'm Max Nomad.
And I'm Claudia.
And we'll talk to you again soon.